So, you're a founder, and you're wondering if you should start a vlog. Kind of like how I'm doing now. Well, there's a lot of questions, but it's basically boiled down to two main ones, and we're going to go through those, and I'm going to tell you why exactly I vlog for my business and how it can help you succeed in your business. We're going to walk through our day a little bit here, and I'll share some along the way. So it's basically morning here, 10 a.m. I'm actually doing my current 9-to-5 job, and if this is your first time here, I have a 9-to-5. I'm a dad. As you can see, there's toys everywhere. See that right there? Toys. I have boys. There's always cars, trucks, balls, stuff thrown out everywhere. It's a little bit hard to, keep the place clean. So, like I was saying, if it's your first time here, I'm Chris, and I just like to share a little bit of what I'm learning and doing through my days. And I've been thinking recently about this question of, do founders start a vlog? I had a friend posted this, but this tweet just brought up this thought of, why do people do this? So a founder typically vlogs so that they can build an audience of some sort, and they can bring that audience to their business, make more sales, make more money, grow the business. And so I think that's an obvious thing, but that sometimes doesn't correlate with going from zero to going to someone like Nick Bare, who, if you look now, has hundreds of thousands of followers. He vlogs, he shows what he does during the day, his business side, his working out, his athletic endeavors, and him running his fitness and supplements brand, BPN. And so you see that content and it makes sense, right? Hindsight is 2020. It makes sense because he's a hybrid athlete, he's selling supplements, and his content directly reflects that. And so the people that are coming to be fans of him are going to be purchasing his product. Hindsight's 2020, you can see that it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. But that's not how it always was. He started back at 0 too. He started with just building a gym, not having anything to do with supplements. And so if you're someone who is just starting your business or has been running your business and you're not sure where the two connect from vlog content to your business, this video obviously will help you. Another example I wanted to share here. Brief interruption here. If you're a dad and entrepreneur, I have a newsletter for you. So sign up for free in the link in the description, and I'll see you over there. Alrighty, back to the video. Another example I wanted to share here is a guy who has a sour strip candy business. His name's Max. He has a big following on YouTube as well, and he didn't always do candy. He was doing clothing, and this is a guy whose his focus has been YouTube, and then he's built a business off of that. And you could also throw someone in like Ryan Trahan too, main YouTuber who has built a candy business off of the YouTube stuff. And so there are people who do that as well, who go from YouTube to building a business. But Max's content, he does vlogging and he shares about the business. He shares a lesson about the business, but you don't see him like doing much with the candy stuff, even though he shares about it. You know what I'm saying? And he's been sharing that stuff ever since he started the company. And before that, for the apparel brand, and before that. And so his content is not directly for people who eat candy. His audience does overlap, but it's not specific like Nick Bare's is. The people, if you're not into working out and not into supplements, like, you probably won't watch Nick Bare's stuff. But if you just like Max, and you just like learning general life advice, you'll probably watch him even if you don't eat his candy, if you can tell the difference there. There's more overlap with Nick's stuff, less overlap with Max's stuff. Candy appeals to just a general group of people. Working out supplements is it's more niche, you know. You can build both things, both audiences really big, and build a business out of it and grow your business out of it. But those are just two different examples that I want to share to show how founders can successfully vlog and grow their businesses through it. So then this leads us to our questions that are super important for you if you're a founder and you're asking the question, should I vlog? And the first question is, what are your goals? And so I'm going to break that down in just a minute. I got to get some work done, and then I'll share a little bit about that. The youngest is currently potty training, and he's been doing so good. We gotta go say hi to him. Tiki, you did so good?
I'm not telling you.
You're not gonna tell me?
I'm bad.
You're bad? Why is he bad?
He's just being silly. No, he did such a good job.
You did a so good job.
Wonder.
You did a good job.
I can feel green.
I don't know why he said that. He's been goofball. He did a good job. But my wife and I realized that we try to train our oldest like a year younger than what we're doing now. I don't really remember. It's kind of hard to remember back then, but it's kind of crazy. But yeah, we started on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and he's went out in public for the first time today, and he kept his underwear clean and dry. That's awesome. If you don't have kids, you won't understand, but it's a miracle that they go from diaper to not using a diaper, and that time in between is just a nightmare. My oldest just like stopped wetting the bed at nighttime, and he's been potty trained for a long time. Not super long. He's only like 4.5. A couple years of being like potty trained. Then night times have just been up and down, up and down. A blessing that things are staying dry, and he's pooping on the toilet mostly because diapers are not fun. So, weehoo. Check, check. So, the general goal of most people who start a vlog is to grow their business, right? And they think that they can do that by building an audience through content and driving basically free views to that content, and that content will convert their people to a customer. And so that's the general goal. And if that's your general goal, then you found a good spot. That's kind of what I'm talking about. But your goal that I'm kind of referencing here is not just just you wanting to build your business, but it's what are your goals of your content. But before we get into the goals of the specific content, we have to ask the question, which is our second question. So we have goals, and our second question is, what kind of content are you going to make? And there's two approaches to this. There's one, I wonder if this is too loud, because it's loud out here. I might have to take this somewhere else, put it inside again. I was trying to get a different scene out here, but I'm not sure if the volume was, and I don't want to just say a bunch of stuff and have it ruined. Two paths of doing content. One is your personal brand, one is your business brand. And for your personal brand, you are posting, let's just use YouTube, you're posting to your channel, it says your name, Chris Hume, like this exact channel that you're watching. This is my personal brand because it's just me. If personal brand kind of gets messed up in your head like it does me, you're just basically saying that you're posting stuff as yourself. And whatever you like, whatever you do, whatever you want to show the world, that is what your brand is, right? So my Dad Life brand is all about being a dad. It's about the hard things of being a dad, the fun things about being a dad. It's about building up the future, build the future. You see that? So brand, Nike's Just Do It, right? That's Nike's brand, just do it. Get out there, be athletic, go on the adventure, seek to have fun, seek to, challenge yourself, to be the best in the world. Just do it. So your brand, your personal brand is the same thing. What do you want to say to the world? And this isn't a video about personal branding. So if you want to watch that video, watch one of my other videos. You're posting on your personal brand or you're posting on your business brand. And so the example I had of this on what you decide is basically, say you were Red Bull, you're the CEO of Red Bull, and you want to do a personal vlog, or you want to do a vlog to drive that business. So if you post on Red Bull's channel, which I don't even know what it is, but say, I would imagine it's all extreme sports related, because that's what Red Bull signifies. That's who Red Bull's audience is. So on Red Bull's channel, you have all these extreme sports going on. And then your founder is posting vlogs on there. You see how the content doesn't really match up? It's doesn't really make that much sense. Now, if it was let's say a behind the scenes of running X Games and some of the Red Bull athletes and behind the scenes of those athletes, that kind of vlog style on Red Bull would be super cool. But the founder of Red Bull doing personal brand, like the day-to-day, day in the life, a week in the life of the Red Bull founder, like that shouldn't be on this channel. It should be on the personal channel. because it's more personal stuff. And so if someone comes across the Red Bull CEO having a personal vlog, it might not be a 1-to-1 ratio. The people that watch that channel might not buy Red Bull. The people who watch Red Bull and watch that channel are into extreme sports, and they probably drink energy drinks. The audience is closer, it's more related, it's tightly related, and say your personal brand is less tightly related to the product that you're selling. So I could go in and find Red Bull guy because he's maybe a family guy. I have no idea. Maybe a family guy. Maybe he has a fun work environment. Maybe he gives good advice. Maybe he gives good general business advice. And I would follow that. But I'm not going to drink a Red Bull. And a lot of people won't drink a Red Bull. And you see how it's not a 1-to-1 thing. This audience over here is not the exact audience that will be on this YouTube channel. So you got to think about that, what content you're going to come out and to what audience you want it to be with. Now, I'm just going to move this for a second. So you have kind of the two directions on the vlogging that you want to do. And then you could even break it down more into Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And YouTube more long form, not YouTube shorts, but Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube long form. And you can break it down to that way. Do you want to do vlogs on one of those platforms? TikTok is more just like raw, unedited, just yapping on there. You can do similar vibes as like day in the life, quick, short edits, voiceover, text over. You can use that on TikTok as well as Instagram, or you can produce higher quality content for Instagram and do more vlog styles or more tutorial based stuff. But if we're speaking strictly vlogs, then you could choose one of those paths. It all depends on what your capacity is as a founder. If you're someone like me who's like grassroots trying to build something, I post some vlogs on Instagram that are low edit, and then I post once a week on YouTube, which is also low edit, but it's just a little bit more work. If you're a founder who's like deep in the trenches of their business and don't have much time, you're hiring someone to film you, you're hiring someone you're giving them all the details that you want on a vlog, or maybe you're even telling them to make it good. So you're paying someone to film you, you're paying someone to edit you, you're giving them more of the creative runway to run your vlog. So it really depends on what your financial situation is, what your time capacity is, if you want something higher produced, lower produced. It just depends, and that brings us back to what are our goals as a business? What are our goals for doing a vlog, for building a personal brand? And I can get into how we should set out on deciding what exactly to do now that we know the reason why we want to do it and the general goal of building our business and those content paths that I talked about. Now we can kind of break it down into creating measurable goals to see the business grow and to actually make a decision if we want to do this vlog or not. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. I think I found it now. What I've been looking for. Made it back. Had to go. I actually dropped by 2 HEBs because I'm an idiot. Left the tape in the car right then. That's alright. But I had to get tape and then I also got a drink because I'm not doing coffee really right now because I was having some gut issues. So I've been trying to lay off the caffeine to help my gut get back to normal. And sometimes I just gotta go get another treat because I'm weak. Trying to survive without making myself coffee. Check back in on work stuff. Back in on work stuff here. There we go. No one's yelling at me. Yeah, basically finish out my day and talk more about these questions. And I think the last step we were left on was goals. Yeah, the last one we were talking about was goals. I know we talked about the general goal of things, and we talked about different types of content. So goals, what do you want to accomplish with your goals? So my friend, I mentioned on Twitter, was saying that he wanted to start a vlog to basically build his personal brand, but also to build his business. But he wasn't sure if he should because he's 32, which, let's just say this, if you want to start vlogging, it doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter where you're at in life, doesn't matter even if you have a business or not. I have been building my business for over a year, my hat business, and I'm just now starting more of a vlog. I'm not successful by any means. I'm still doing a 9 to 5. It means I'm not making much or any money on my hat business. But I'm still vlogging. I'm gonna document the process, and I'll dive more into why I'm vlogging in a second. But I asked him, what is your goal for vlogging? And that has to be more personalized to you. What is your goal with it? Do you ultimately want to build a personal brand? Do you ultimately want to build your business? But let's go down into the specifics of, if you decide to vlog, think about what are your measurable goals. So some people are like, I want to vlog, I want to get 1,000 subscribers, and I want to do that within 30 days, right? And so that's cool. That's kind of measurable, kind of not measurable. I would say let's bring it down to even more. So let's forget about the subscribers. Let's really forget about the views, and let's figure out the content. Let's figure out what kind of content we're going to do. Let's figure out how many times we're going to post a week, and we're going to figure out our thumbnails and our titles. So the goal really is something that you can stay consistent at and produce quality content to attract your right audience. So the thumbnail, the title, and the content need to be for the audience that you want to attract. So for me, my content, I'm doing more vlogging that contains advice around business, around being a dad, around normal life stuff, having you come along with me, so that I can attract people who are kind of in the similar sphere. They're dads, maybe they have more entrepreneurial spirit, they're looking to grow a business, or they already are building a business, and finding customers, ultimately fans who want to follow along and join the journey with you. And so my content, the thumbnails and the titles, are directed towards that audience. I'm not necessarily creating content to teach you something. I'm creating content for the journey and sharing what I'm learning along the way, in hopes that someone would find it valuable. Also, so that dads would find it valuable. Dads would see my dad hats, purchase those dad hats. And this is similar to why I'm doing my Instagram account. So I have my personal brand Instagram account, and I have my dad life Instagram account. On my personal, I'm posting a reel once a day, sharing a snippet of what I'm learning for the business, how the business is doing, product, or just anything along those lines. And so that goal is to do the same thing I'm doing with this YouTube channel, is to attract those people that at least a good portion of them would be good for my dad brand, or my other hat brand. But that's why I'm posting reels, to build that audience, attract dads that would buy my hats and ultimately follow the other account. And so we could build both at the same time. And so that is why I'm vlogging here. That's why I'm vlogging on Instagram. And my goal is simply to stay consistent, because I know that consistency will ultimately lead to success. Go check out that video on consistency. It's a really good one. So bringing it back to measurable goals, write down what you want to do with your vlog content. If your goal really is to build a business, how are you going to get there? Maybe it's 1,000 subscribers, maybe it's 100 views per video, maybe it's 10 views per video. You really don't need a lot of people watching your stuff if your content is targeted towards the person that is going to buy your product. And this is something that Nolan Molt goes over, that you really don't need a lot of views. All you need is to hit the right audience, and you do that through title, thumbnail, and your content. It's the whole package, the whole YouTube package, right? And you'll have to find someone else that can kind of teach you. Go check out Nolan's channel. He does a really good job teaching that stuff. But how are you going to get there? Write down those goals, find them, number of subscribers, number of views, number of posts a week, how long your videos are going to be, and how long you're going to do it. I'm going to do this for 3 months, posting 1 video a day, and I don't care how many subscribers or views that I get. Okay, done. I'm going to do this for a whole year, posting 1 video a month, 1 video a week. And my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can monetize. But that also I can find my, 1,000 true fans. Write those down, figure that out. And just know that content, video content, any kind of content takes time. And this is why it's important to know what your goals are and to be measurable, because things take time. If you want to vlog and you want to see results right away, don't vlog, because your chances of you doing that right away are slim. Most people never grow an audience on YouTube because they're just not good at it. They don't stick with it long enough, and they're just not good at it. And you can look at my subscriber count and say the same thing about me. But I don't really care. My goal is to get better each and every day, to post consistently and continue to grow steadily so that I can get better at the craft and build that audience. My goal is not to hit stardom right at first, right? And yours shouldn't be either. So if you want to get more people to your business, post consistently and post being aware that you're not going to get millions of views your first videos. If you do, that's great. But if not, keep honing your craft, keep figuring it out, and just keep doing it, you know? Do I think building a personal brand, doing vlogging is worth it? Yes, absolutely. And this is just the first month of me being dedicated to it, but I've been doing this for multiple years now, doing vlogs, doing other YouTube content on my DIY channel, Instagram for my businesses the last 3 years, TikTok, and just so on and so forth. Socials is just a long-term game, and I'm here to say it is worth it as long as you have the mindset to grow steadily and to continue to get better and better. So I wanted to give like a practical example of a business that I was working with, and I told him that he should start vlogging and some of the reasons why. So I'll get into that example just in a second. Let me finish my work, and I'll get back to you. It is. Welcome back. You coming to get me? You just gotta walk out. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Oh, they're silly. What do we have for dinner?
I'm having some fish.
Whoa. Fish fry rice? That's her sympathy laugh. My terrible jokes. Nice. Alrighty, welcome to another day. Last note here on the example I wanted to share with y'all about if you should vlog as a founder. And so I have a friend. So my friend is developing a fitness application that is based on communities. So if you have like a run club, a walk club, fitness club, anything like volleyball, sports, anything fitness related, you can go into this platform, you can create a community, and then you can create events for that community. And then other people will come on and see what kind of events they want to go to. So my friend developing this application, and I said he should vlog. It should start a vlog, a founder vlog. Why? Because the people that are going to be attracted to the content are going to be the people that want to meet other fitness. So by creating content, you are essentially creating the community that is going to make the application successful. So the content that would bring those type of people on are a vlog that shows behind the scenes of what he's doing day to day. And he's in Austin, so it's like there's a ton of startups there, a ton of young people, a ton of people doing outdoor things. So he can show his day to day of building the application, the decisions behind it. He can also video his events that he's doing, Ice Bath and Coffee. He can also take clips of community members and show just the energy of Austin. So that audience is a perfect fit for his application. So by doing the content, it's only giving him a free outlet to bring on people. You don't have to run paid ads to get users. You can just do content. And now doing content and ads is the perfect scenario, but for his use case, it's perfect. And you can take, if you don't believe that's a good example, I basically stole that from what Nick Bare is doing. Same thing, fitness, supplements, working out. And then another good person to look at is Jacob Sucks at Code. So he is building an application, and his application actually is community based too, but it's all online. So if you're an online coach and you want to build a community, then you can go to his application. You can use it to put a paywall around your community, and he shows all that in his vlog. And so the audience is perfect for it. People that have online coaching, who are interested in developing applications, who are entrepreneurial. So the audience is very closely tight-knit. It's the same thing that goes back to the beginning of this video. And content that you produce and the audience that you're attracting, you want to be tightly knit for your personal brand to your business. So if you're wondering if you should start a vlog as a founder, and you want to chat more about it, hit me up. I'll be happy to chat. You can shoot me a message on Instagram or through my email, or just leave a comment and I can reach out to you, whatever. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching. And if you are a dad, you're an entrepreneur, you're interested in building businesses, you're interested in vlogging content, I do give tips on content fairly often just because I enjoy it. If that fits you, hit a subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video. And yeah, I'll see you around. See you later. See you out there. Toodaloo.